Do you feel tired all the time but think it's just stress? Or have you noticed your skin getting paler and think it's just lack of sunlight? These little signs could be trying to tell you something much more serious. Anemia. A condition that affects billions of people, many of them without knowing it. If ignored, it can lead to devastating consequences. In this video, I'll show you the 10 silent symptoms of anemia that you need to know about to take better care of your health. Stay with me and find out if your body is trying to warn you about something you shouldn't ignore. Anemia is a condition that goes far beyond a simple lack of iron. It often hides behind subtle symptoms that we go unnoticed in our daily lives. It's easy to attribute constant tiredness to stress or unusual paleness to the weather, but the truth is that these signs could be revealing something much more serious going on in your body. Personally, I believe that the biggest pitfall of anemia is precisely this. It can go unnoticed until it's too late. Therefore, understanding these signs and taking action in time can make all the difference to your health. Today we're going to explore these silent symptoms together so that you don't fall into the trap of ignoring them. After all, information is the first step to taking better care of yourself. When it comes to anemia, the symptoms can be incredibly insidious. They present themselves so discreetly that we often end up ignoring them or attributing them to other causes. For example, have you ever noticed how your skin suddenly looks paler than usual? We often look in the mirror and think that we just need a little more sun. But what few people know is that this change in skin color can be a clear sign that your cells are not receiving enough oxygen. And this is not something that should be ignored. Another symptom that easily goes unnoticed is constant fatigue. Who has never felt exhausted after a long day? But what I've noticed is that when this fatigue becomes a daily companion, it's time to set off a warning sign. It's not normal to live on autopilot without the energy to do the things we love to do. I've seen many people think they're just overwhelmed, when in fact they're suffering from anemia that only gets worse over time. Dizziness and headaches are other signs that we often don't associate with anemia. I always thought these things were part of the routine of those who live a busy life. But when these symptoms become frequent, it's crucial to stop and consider that there may be something deeper going on. A lack of oxygen to the brain can have serious consequences, and anemia is one of the main causes of this. What I want to emphasize here is that these symptoms, although subtle, are telling us something important. Our body is wise and always gives us signals when something is not right. The key is to learn to recognize these signs and not underestimate them. After all, prevention is always better than cure, and understanding the silent symptoms of anemia is a fundamental step in ensuring our health is up to date. Ignoring the symptoms of anemia may seem harmless, but the consequences can be more serious than you imagine. When we don't pay attention to the signs our body is giving us, we run the risk of letting something treatable become a serious complication. I've seen people who, by ignoring constant fatigue or recurring headaches, ended up with health problems that could have been avoided. For example, a chronic lack of oxygen in the blood can cause permanent damage to the brain and heart. We always think that these things only happen to other people, but the truth is that if we don't take care of anemia, we could be putting our own lives at risk. And the worst part is that this can happen silently without much warning until it's too late. Another point that concerns me is the impact on quality of life. Living with untreated anemia means dealing with fatigue, weakness, and a series of other symptoms that rob us of our vitality. And this doesn't just affect our body, but also our emotional well-being. We start to feel less capable, less willing, and this can lead to a spiral of discouragement that affects all areas of life. What really bothers me is to think that many of these consequences could be avoided with a simple blood test and lifestyle changes. So, if you recognize any of the symptoms we discussed, don't hesitate to seek help. Anemia is treatable, but only if it is identified early. Taking care of your health today can prevent serious problems in the future, and this is something we should not ignore. Preventing anemia starts with something as simple as paying attention to your body and adopting some daily practices that make all the difference. I believe that the key is awareness and quick action. When you notice the signs we've discussed, the first thing to do is seek medical advice. It may seem like an exaggeration, but a simple blood test can reveal a lot about what's going on in your body. And if it's anemia, the sooner you know, the faster you can take the necessary steps to correct the problem. But prevention goes beyond that. Personally, I see nutrition as a fundamental pillar. Including iron-rich sources in your diet such as lean meats, beans, spinach, and fortified foods, is an essential step to keeping your hemoglobin levels up to date. In addition, vitamin C helps with iron absorption, so combining these foods with citrus fruits, for example, can enhance the benefits. I always say that investing in a balanced diet is like giving your body a gift every day. Another action that I consider crucial is regular medical checkups. Often, we only see a doctor when we already feel something is wrong, but keeping up to date with checkups can prevent unpleasant surprises. If you belong to a risk group, such as pregnant women or people with a family history of anemia, this monitoring should be even more rigorous. The important thing is not to wait until the symptoms worsen. Anemia is a condition that can be controlled and even reversed with the right measures, but this depends on your proactivity. Taking these steps now not only prevents future problems, but also ensures that you live with more energy, disposition, and quality of life. I believe that when you take good care of yourself, you are investing in your best future, and that is priceless. We have reached the end of this video, and I hope that now you have a clearer understanding of the importance of recognizing and acting on the symptoms of anemia. The truth is that we often neglect our own well-being, ignoring the signs that our body sends us, but that deep down we know we shouldn't ignore. I firmly believe that health is our most precious asset, and taking care of it should be a priority. Now that you know the silent symptoms of anemia, it's time to take action. If you identify with any of the signs we've discussed, don't put it off. See a doctor, get the necessary tests, and if necessary, start treatment. Your health deserves this attention. And more than that, share this video with the people you love. Many times, someone close to us may be experiencing these same symptoms without realizing how serious they are. Spreading this knowledge can make a difference in someone's life. If you want to continue learning about health and quality of life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We have a lot of important content that can help you live better. And remember, taking care of yourself today is ensuring a healthier and happier future. You deserve it. This content was created to help you and the people you love live healthier and more informed lives. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Turn on notifications and stay up to date with more essential content for your well-being.